Hey Jay, how you doing? All right, here's my rough draft. Could definitely use some pointers. Of course, absolutely. All right, let's go take a look at the first composition. Now, the first composition is asking for, excuse me, first composition is asking for no contrast in size or weight, and all hierarchy should be based on grouping, right? But it's not. Here's a new, that's a new size and a new weight. Okay. Um, so that's all cap. So that is creating emphasis using all cap. We want to create emphasis using only grouping here. My recommendation is to set all of this type exactly. Don't use all cap on that ultimate muscle car. And to me, that's number one in, well, let me see, which would be number one in hierarchy. That's a tough one. You're going to have to figure that one out. But what's more important, 1970 Chevelle or the ultimate muscle car? At any rate, so we want multiple, I'm sorry, we want no um, contrast in size or weight. So these all has to be set in the exact same typeface and type style. And then the only thing you're going to do is pick out what is going to be the most important. The ultimate muscle car, let's say that's the most important. What you do is put that up top and then group everything else with a big space between the title and the rest. What that's going to do is create hierarchy, set the title off, putting it in first position on hierarchy based on proximity, specifically grouping. Okay. Second design we want, the second composition should employ one new size and one new weight. Um, I'm seeing a new size. I'm seeing a new weight here, but not a new size. So you can actually, what you can do here is you create new size and new weight by just increasing the type size there. Again, what's the most important thing? That should be added to size and weight. All right, other than that, I think this is pretty good. This is a little bit kind of weird to understand right here, like 70 Chevelle, the ultimate muscle car. What is most important there? So this is asking for one new size and one new weight. So what I would do here is I would say the ultimate muscle car, make that a little bit bigger, make that your focal point. Then right underneath that, um, maybe just increase that type size a little bit, place it right underneath there. And then I would recommend left aligning that whole thing. Okay. Third composition is a little bit of a problem. And the reason I'm saying that is because 1970. Yeah, I'm going to have to zoom in. Okay, I see what you're doing here. Actually, no, this isn't bad at all. But the problem I'm having here is that it's stylistically is totally different than the others. And this is basically a series, so there should be some sort of consistency here. My recommendation is to forget this whole center black background. Just recompose this using black type. Reverse that type out. Just recompose it, preserving the margins that you created with your grid. Okay, let's forget the black background on that. But that's great. This is great. You have multiple contrasts and weight and scale, so that's excellent. Um, this is super random right here of this ultimate muscle car. It's just kind of placed off. So right now we have left alignment here, right alignment here, which it's not too bad. It's okay. But I make this really compelling. Let's go ahead and right align all of this. Get your margin in there too. You don't want that. When you transpose this to black type on white background, just make sure that you have that margin set up so that you can left align this. I think it would be really super compelling all the way down there. And then left align that. But what you want to do with this ultimate muscle car is keep that left aligned as well. So with this whole thing, I'm sorry, I keep saying left aligned. I mean right aligned. So this whole thing will be right aligned. That's going to eliminate this. What you don't want is any kind of zigzags. So we have this. We have 1970 muscle car. We come down here, and then we have to shift over here abruptly, as opposed to being anchored with that right alignment. Okay. Then the fourth is asking for multiple contrasts in weight and scale, but we don't see that here. Basically, we see this is a change in scale and weight. This is a change in scale and weight. That's two changes in scale and weight, not multiple changes in scale and weight. So you want to reflect multiple changes in scale and weight. Now, if you've watched some of the other videos, you see that I'm mentioning this to all students. Be sure to go and spend some time in the course announcement. This is a very, very important course announcement. There's a ton of stuff in here. There's actually more stuff in this course announcement than there is in a course lecture. So you want to spend some time here. Here's a great example of establishing hierarchy right here, from here down. Hierarchy example. Take a look at that. It shows blow by blow how to establish hierarchy based on changes of scale and weight and placement, proximity, and alignment as well. And then here's some great videos on grid. It's fantastic announcement. And then, of course, before you start compiling work for your final submission Sunday, employing some of the comments or all of the comments in this video, I want you also to take a look at page 101 in the textbook, which has 9 examples of wonderful examples. The whole hierarchy chapter in the textbook is fantastic. You definitely want to go through that. But page 101, I want you to emphasize page 101. Take a look at these examples. You'll get some great ideas. This shows you, this is a great page. It shows you exactly how to do this. All right, good job, Jay. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. Thanks, man.